school football action. And two great championship games in store for you. Game number one, the Grand Island Vikings take on the Lackawanna Steelers in what should be a pretty evenly matched contest. And game number two, the big one that everybody's been waiting for, the Orchard Park Quakers ranked number 2 in Western New York against the number 1 team, the Jamestown Red Raiders. We're talking to Dick Gallagher, who will be our analyst for these two games, along with Frank Stewart and myself, Walt Pearson, who will be describing all the action in color for you. And first, Dick, before we get into previewing the Grand Island Lackawanna game, let's talk about some of the action here for the Section 6 Federation playoffs. And let's go right back to the last game that just ended, one of the better Western New York high school finishes of all time.
It's probably will go down as one of the best games ever played in this playoff, no matter how long the playoffs go. Salamanca winning in the second overtime, 44-28.
And in that game, Salamanca against Star Point, Salamanca came in with a record of 6-1-1. They were ranked number 2. Star Point, of course, ranked number 1, undefeated at 8-0. And the way the game went, Dick, Star Point jumped out to an early 14-0 lead. Salamanca tied them at 14-14. Salamanca had the lead late in the game, 20-14. And Star Point looked like they would pull it off. They got a fumble recovery inside the 30-yard line of Salamanca, took it and tied it at 20-20 with less than 2 minutes to go, and they were attempting the winning extra point.
I think that there was some confusion that they weren't set to call a timeout because they didn't want a penalty. And then the extra point, the center made a bad snap, and they just didn't get it out.
And then incredibly, it went to overtime. Salamanca scored on a 10-yard run by Hogan, their quarterback, on their first play. They take it at the 10-yard line. They scored on first down, and then they went for 2 points, and Hogan scored again. They were up 28-20. The only chance Star Point had, Dick, was to score a touchdown and get the 2-point conversion, and there's not great odds doing that.
No, but they did it, and forced the second overtime.
And they did it on a 4th down and 10 play on a pass, and then got the 2-point conversion. It was 28-28, and tell us how it ended up then.
Ended up with Hogan completing the pass with 4th and 10 after Salamanca had stopped Star Point to gain victory.
All right, so Hogan had a big gain. He scored a touchdown in overtime, a 2-point conversion, and threw the winning touchdown pass. The final score was 34-28, Salamanca over Star Point in that game. Now, in games previous to that, in the first game on the program, Clarence beat Springville 21-12. And in that one, Clarence represented the B wildcard spot.
Right, and Springville won Division 5, and that was an excellent game with Springville taking an early lead, Clarence coming back and gaining a 14-12 margin, and then finishing off with a TD in the last minute. Mark DeFonso, Ron Keener, Todd Burks played excellent game for Clarence, whereas Glenn Weber, Doug Flying, Eric Yancey played excellent for Springville.
That was in the first game on the program. In the second game, one of the better games, Pine Valley beat Franklinville 8-6 on a late touchdown and 2-point conversion.
Right, in the last minute, Ryan Hand went 6 yards for a tying TD, and he took it in for a 2-point conversion.
All right, then JFK, representing the C wildcard spot, came up with a big win, 32-0 against Portville.
Right, they simply outclassed and outmatched Portville. And Mike Kopensky rushed for 154 yards. Jim Ovino had 2 TD catches, but they just simply outclassed them.
All right, now let's talk about the matchup coming up, the Grand Island Vikings and the Lackawanna Steelers. On paper, where, of course, games are not played, they're played on the field. It's a pretty even matchup.
Right, it's really one that you look forward to because it has the 2 classic pieces of football. An excellent defense. Grand Island they've only given up 26 points the whole season against the premier Western New York, if not Western New York football history, and Ray Braxton, who has rushed for 16 TDs, over almost 1,400 yards. And it's just a classic matchup.
Well, the unfortunate situation is both of these clubs are ranked very high, 4th and 5th respectively, but the winner of the overall poll should come out of Game 2 of our broadcast, Orchard Park and Jamestown, whoever wins that one.
Jamestown 8-0 and Orchard Park being 7-1. I think that Jamestown at the top. If they win, they get it. If Orchard Park will be upset, they get it.
All right. Now tell me what Lackawanna has to do to win this game against Grand Island.
I think Lackawanna has to come out strong in the first period. They came out last year. They got blitzed by Springville. They have to come out psychologically and have a good first period. Grand Island has the most aggressive defense I've seen this year. They are quick, they're aggressive, and they're going to need to score 3 touchdowns to win.
All right, we're going to see you at halftime, Dick.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much. Dick Gallagher, who, of course, is the editor of the Western New York High School Football News. And we'll be back after this message to preview the Grand Island and Lackawanna game with Frank Stewart taking a look at Grand Island, and I'll look at the Lackawanna Steelers after this message. Vikings and the Lackawanna Steelers, two very talented teams. On paper, two very even teams. Now let's preview the Grand Island Vikings, Frank.
Okay, thank you, Walt. The Grand Island Vikings are currently ranked 4th in the large schools in Western New York's Buffalo News Poll. 7-1 so far in their season under Gene Masters in his 30th year. Just an outstanding football coach. He's accumulated a record personally of 159 wins, 73 losses, and 10 ties. Very successful high school football coach. On the offense, they'll run a lot of wishbone type offense with double tight ends and double split ends. Their only loss of the season coming to Kenmore West, 13-12, and in that game they had a long touchdown run called back of 47 yards, which might have won them the football game. Complete a perfect season for them leading up to this game at Rich. They're led by their junior quarterback, Rich DeWark, a junior, 6 foot, 170 pounds. He's thrown for 100 yards in 3 football games this year. He's got some good receivers in Hutton, Locker, and Houston at the outset, but mainly they feature their running backs in the offense. They'll either throw to him or run him, and Jim Scott leads that team in that category. He's a senior at 6 foot, 160 pounds. He's accumulated 650 yards rushing this year, scored 7 touchdowns. He's led in the backfield by a fullback, Brett Busby, a big fellow at 5'11", 200 pounds. He's an excellent blocker, and Mark Castellani rounds out that backfield with Rich DeWark. They've got a good size up front line, which will open some holes, and Lackawanna won't maybe test it on defense.
The Lackawanna Steelers under head coach Bill Capello have an excellent defense, and that is led by Marvin Owens, the linebacker, who makes an awful lot of tackles, number 23, along with their front line players. Joaquin Lavoy, the nose guard, makes a lot of tackles. You saw Bill Capello now in his 8th year with an overall coaching record of 39 wins, 24 losses, and 3 ties. The Steelers last year were 6-3, but this year they are 7-0-1. Their record coming in, and they are ranked number 5. Their defense will play 5 men up front, 3 linebackers, and 3 people in the defensive secondary, and hope to stop the Grand Island Vikings offense. The Lackawanna Steelers on offense, of course, when you talk about the Lackawanna Steelers, you have to talk about number 38, Ray Braxton, who might go down and should go down as the most terrific rusher in Western New York schoolboy history. This year, Braxton has been outstanding. He's gained 1,342 yards. That's 1,342 yards and 189 carries. A big 7.1 average and 16 touchdowns. But you cannot just key on Ray Braxton to stop the Steelers offense. They've got another good runner, Bill Kenny, a fullback who goes 240 pounds. He has scored 4 touchdowns and has rushed for 306 yards as he's introduced now. And he has an average of 4.7 yards per carry. And they have a good passer, too, Joe Jurgay, who has completed 32 of 69 attempts for 46%, 453 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions for Jurgay. And Mike Codogno, their leading receiver, 12 passes caught on the year, 230 yards, 19.1 average, and 3 touchdowns. Louis McQuillar has caught 8 for 104 yards and a 13-point average. And they got a pretty good kicking game, too, with Jim Ehring. And Jim Ehring also handles PAT duties. So Lackawanna is not a one-dimensional offense, Frank, and the Grand Island Vikings have given up very few points this year, but Lackawanna is strong on offense.
They are that. I'm talking to Gene Masters. If we're going to prepare to get our national anthem underway, get ready for that football game. We're going to talk just briefly after this national anthem about that Grand Island defense and how strong they are this year, accumulating 5 shutouts in their football game season so far. as we said, that Grand Island defense, they picked up 5 shutouts thus far in their season. Just an excellent football team in the 8 games that they've played. The one loss coming to Kenmore West, as we said, 14-13 in a very close contest. They've allowed 26 total points in the season. So in that one game, Walt, in which they lost 13-12 rather than 13-12, they gave up half their points in one football game this season. They're a very strong team. Up front, they've got some excellent players. But the thing that Gene Masters mentioned most is that they're a team of gang tacklers. They love to go after the football. They're very, very positive thinkers out on the field on defense. They love to go after the team and shut the opposing team down. They're going to have a big task ahead of them in trying to shut down Ray Braxton. That's the game plan, shut down Ray Braxton, according to Gene Masters.
Well, they're a swarming-type defense, a defense that should give Braxton a lot of trouble. Grand Island has won the toss, and let me tell you briefly how both teams got here. Grand Island won their last 2 games. They had to win them both. They beat Lockport 2 weeks ago, and then they had a showdown with Niagara Wheatfield, beat them, and that's how they advanced out of their division number 3. Lackawanna had their big showdown with Williamsville South, a do-or-die game, and the Steelers won it 14-13 at home, and that's why they're here.
Okay, the kicker will be Jim Scott, number 20. The senior running back for the Grand Island Vikings. And deep is Godagno. Looks like Braxton. And number 34 is also back deep. That's Carlos Clinton, according to our roster. This was given to us prior to the game by Coach Bill Picallo. Kicking it deep is Scott well into the end zone over the head of Godagno. He's not going to attempt to run it out. He's going to have to down the football. There he does. And they'll be taking over with their first possession at the 20-yard line. And we'll run through that starting offense for the Lackawanna Steelers. The quarterback, as they break the huddle, will be Joe Yergi, a junior at 6'1", 195 pounds. In the backfield along with him will be Mike Godagno, coming off an injury. His halfback is featured. Ray Braxton, number 38. The fullback is a big fellow, 6', 245 pounds, Bill Kenny. And the split end, who sees a lot of action and has got great hands, is Dave Staniszewski, a senior wide receiver, number 27. The officials taking a little time. Maybe we can go through the rest of the starters. There you see the tight end, Chris Otremba, another senior at the tight end spot, number 84. The front line players starting from the left tackle side is Don Levillis, a 5'10", 200-pound junior. The left guard is Darren Dresbick, a junior again, 6', 185 pounds. A lot of juniors up front. Kevin Paglia is a junior at 6', 200 pounds at the center position. The right guard is Mike Janicki, number 70. He's a junior at 6', 175 pounds. And number 50 is the right tackle, Blaze Miller. They are currently ranked 5th, right behind the Grand Island Vikings in that Buffalo News grid poll. So this is a feature contest, one of the even matchups that we expected to see here today at Rich Stadium. And the first play is a give right up the middle to Big Bill Kenny. Kenny plows out over the 20 and out close to the 24-yard line. Met up there by the front line players of Craig Martin, Mark Sykes, and Henry Grunswig.
Well, Bill Picallo, the coach of the Lackawanna Steelers, who I incidentally went to school with, the fine gentleman, said there's 3 things that he's fearful of. 1 is playing a great defensive team, 2 is playing at night, and 3 is playing on a wet field. Well, he's got 2 against him, the first 2, but the field is in good shape this year.
And there's again to Braxton, his first carry of the football game. He plows out over the 25, close to the 28, maybe the 29-yard line. They need to reach the 30 for the first time. You can see the offensive strategy getting set here, Walt. Strictly run type of offense so far for the Lackawanna Steelers and Bill Picallo.
Both teams have gorgeous uniforms out there. The Lackawanna Steelers have brand new turf shoes for this game. The whole squad.
Third down and just about a full yard to go from the 29. And it's Kenny trying to get out over the 30. He'll be very close. It depends on the spot of the official. It appears that he might have it. And give Lackawanna their first down. There's signal as they check it out. Yes, it's going to be the first down of the game. So Kenny's carried the ball twice so far in this contest. Let's go through that Grand Island defense quickly. They play at 5-2 with 4 D players. Brett Busby is a left end, number 43. The left tackle is Mark Sykes. The nose guard is Greg Martin. Number 54, the right tackle, Henry Grunswig, a senior. And the right end is Scott Verras, a senior defensive end, number 24. And they pitch to Braxton. Braxton trying to cut up the middle. He's got great speed and gets out to the 35-yard line, trying to find a hole, cutting it back against the grain. And that's where he's so good, Walt. He's got great perception out on the field where the tacklers are coming from. He's able to cut back against the grain most often.
Now, he's just a great running back. A lot of schools looking at Ray Braxton. He's only a junior, by the way. And next year, all he has to do is average 100 yards per game and about a touchdown and a half per game, and he'll break both the all-time rushing record for Western New York schoolboy history and the touchdown record also of 43 held by Mark Lyles.
Okay, and continuing on that defense, just to tell you, Mark Castellani is one of the linebackers in their 5-2 set, a 5'11", 190-pound senior. Kent Martin is leading tackler on the team, number 55. He had the equipment problem that held the game up here momentarily. The deep backs are the corners, John Burdell and Jim Scott, 30 and 20 respectively. And the safeties, Mark Burdell, number 15, just a sophomore into the lineup, and number 81, Jim Bernardoni. There's Big Bill Kenny. He's tripped up as he climbs over the line of scrimmage by number 71 on the defense, Mark Sykes. Tripped him up, and he gets out to about the 38-yard line. So we're going to have a third down situation coming up, 3rd and 2.
Now, the last time they had third and about the same yardage and picked it up with Kenny going right up the middle. Lackawanna, you could see evenly distributing the ball carrying between Kenny and Braxton all season long. It's been Braxton carrying about 3-to-1 the ratio over Kenny.
Joe Jurge is an excellent quarterback. He's got a good strong arm. Cadagno in motion, the pitch to Braxton, trying to turn the corner to the outside. He might be heading. Oh, what a great move around the corner. Braxton down the sidelines, and just tripped up as he crossed the 40. 45-yard line down to the 42. The tackle made by number 81, I believe, Bernardoni. Or Castellani who caught him, but what a great move in the backfield. It looked like they might have had him trapped.
Yeah, that was Castellani who saved a touchdown, no question about that. Braxton made a terrific move in the backfield, not only to get the first down yardage, but almost turned it upfield for the touchdown.
Picked up 20 as it is. 20-yard pickup for Ray Braxton. I believe that's his second carry of the or third carry now of the football game, so he's starting to pick up some yardage. 1st and 10, clock running here in the first quarter. Player jumps offside. That'll be an automatic flag on the defense there. The left defensive end, Brett Busby, a little anxious.
Well, the Steelers were here last year and were humbled by Springville, 20-0.
That's exactly what Bill Picallo told me in our pregame conversation. He felt that his team just was not prepared for the football game as well as they might have been. The nerves maybe a little jittery, and then the field being so cold and damp that threw Braxton off his game, and they just couldn't recover. The Springville club had excellent athletes and an excellent defense, and they just demolished the Lackawanna Steelers.
20-0 in that game. And Grand Island, they have been here twice, and they lost both times.
Yes, they have. 1979, they lost to Jamestown 34-6. In 1984, they lost to Williamsville South 21-6. They've got a first down play, and our pitch to Braxton, trying the left side, and tripped up and knocked down in the backfield by number 20, Jim Scott. Made a great play, beating the block of Crystal Tremba, number 84. Tremba couldn't knock Scott out of the way, and Braxton ran right through it.
Tremendous crowd on hand, and a very spirited crowd in the early going. Both schools with good representation here, Grand Island and Lackawanna. The most appearances at Rich Stadium tied between Clarence and Springville. They've each been here 6 times, and I guess that was a great game, too. 21-12, Clarence winning, but they scored in the last seconds of the game to make the final outcome a little bit more than what it actually was.
First pass of the ball game, deep down the middle. The receivers there, great catch, and drop by Mike Gadagno. Down near the 15-yard line, it was on his fingertips. You see Gadagno maybe laboring a little bit. As he comes off the field, he may have taken the ball right in his midsection. Now he hit the turf hard.
That, Frank, would have been a professional catch. As Gadagno, the ball slightly overthrown, stretched out as far as he could, and actually came up with the ball. Let's take a look at it. Jurge, the fake into the middle. Watch this pass. Now watch the stretch. And he had it for just that split second. And then the impact of hitting the ground, the ball came loose. Great try.
And I'll tell you what, he had his cornerbacks or the deep backs beaten by about 5 yards. A real surprise play there. So we've got a 3rd and 11 here, and they drop into the shotgun, sending a receiver out to the wide side on the right. Triple wide receivers that way. Brushes on to throw and dropped. As number 29 out there had the opportunity to make the catch. William Miles, a junior, at 5'10", 160 pounds. So a 4th down situation coming up. They loaded up the receivers to the right side, and Miles was the intended receiver there. Jurge was under some pressure by the right defensive end, Scott Barast, a senior at 6'1", 195 pounds. He's recorded 9 sacks this year for that Grand Island defense.
I'll tell you, Lackawanna moved the ball pretty well, though, against this tough Grand Island defense. It appears they'll be punting on 4th down.
From the 42-yard line, they are not in punt formation.
No, they're not.
Jurge in the shotgun. Low snap. Looking down the right left sideline. Braxton, he's out there, and he can't get to it. As he had beaten Scott, Jurge took a hit as he released the football. Good arm. He threw that ball about 50 yards.
Well, unfortunately, he overthrew Braxton by about 6 yards. He was wide open, and a good pass would have been 6 points for Lackawanna.
So Lackawanna sacrifices field position going for it on 4th down as you see Ray Braxton trot to the huddle. And Grand Island will trot out.
He was wide open down that sideline.
Grand Island sends their offense out in the field, and after our first play, we'll go through their starters. 8:25 to go here in the first quarter. We have no score. Grand Island with their first possession.
Hey, the Steelers might have caught Grand Island by surprise going for it on fourth down.
Full house backfield, and they've got the two wide receivers, one to each side. This is DeWark dropping back to pass, looking over the middle, a short throw as he was pressured in the backfield by number 57, Joaquin LeBoy. There's your starters. Rich DeWark is a junior, number 11. He's flanked in the backfield by Jim Scott, the leading rusher on the team with 650 yards, number 20. His other running back is Mark Castellani, and their fullback is Brett Busby, a senior fullback. The split end is Paul Houston, number 5. He's their backup quarterback. We may see him in that role later on this game. Another passing situation. The rush is on. They throw over the middle. Man wide open. It's Castellani out of the backfield inside the 40. So from their own 42-yard line, they pick up substantial yardage down to the 33. And a first down for the Vikings.
25 yards on that play.
Rounding out that front line as we go look at the play again. Plenty of protection.
All right, here's the pass, and you see the completion for the first down yardage. Castellani wearing number 31, a 25-yard pickup and a first down.
Loose ball, fumble. It's laying there. Lackawanna's got our first turnover of the game at the 30-yard line. Let's see who comes up with it, as the give was to the fullback, I believe, and just couldn't handle it. And Lackawanna will take over. Scott Barast was in there, too. He may have been the player in the backfield, number 24. As it stands, Lackawanna gets a break here as Grand Island was moving. And they'll start back upfield. Again, Jergy calling signals. It's going to be Braxton into the middle of the pile. And he'll pick up 5 strong yards. Brought down by Scott on the play. Scott's been involved in a lot of defense so far in the game. He's a senior cornerback at 6 feet, 160 pounds. He also leads the team in offensive yardage.
That first big turnover, as you mentioned, Frank, Lackawanna, the beneficiary. Both teams moved the ball pretty well, though.
A lot of offense in this game, but no points on the board. Just under 7:30 to go here in the first quarter. Another give to Braxton. This time they wrap him up. Barast is there. And number 43, Busby, from his end position, to knocks down Braxton out to about the 37. He picked up a couple. It'll be a 3rd and 3 situation coming up. Braxton loves to run behind his fullback, Big Bill Kenny. Kenny averages almost 5 yards a carry.
Big kid, 245-pound senior, checking in at 6 feet tall. You could see then how big he is right there, number 32 in front of Braxton, 38. Let's follow that block.
Give again to Braxton, quick opener, and he plows out over the 40. He may be close to the first down. In fact, he may have it. Depends on how they spot it. They signal for a delay here. They may want to measure this. Is that close?
Now he went right behind the block of the fullback, Kenny. Looks like he will have the first down, but they're going to measure it.
It's marked right at the 40-yard line, and the football is on either side of the yard stripe there, so they'll have to be sure.
It's going to be close. He might be a little short here.
Very close. First down.
Got it by inches. The referee, by the way, is Don Burns. The umpire, Andy Podlocki. The line judge is Bernie Bukowski. The field judge is Peter Kasanovich. And the back judge is Dick Andrzejewski. And we have on the line chains working the down markers and the change, Tommy Niskura, Rich Eberhardt, Sidney Cosentino, and Dan George.
Jergy with 3 wide receivers to the right side, and Stanishevsky's playing to the left. And a fake pitch, and they throw over the middle. Stanishevsky's there in traffic. He's brought down immediately. But as I said in the pregame, he has excellent hands, and there's his first catch of the ball game. And first completion, I believe, for Jergy.
That's right. Jergy now 1 for 4, and that was a tough catch for number 27, Stanishevsky, as he had to go into the middle. Knew he was going to take a pop and picked up 9 yards.
For our viewers, the offense is run pretty much by Bill Moore, an assistant coach, and Bill Picallo concentrates his efforts working with the defense and the line play, both on the offense and defense.
And Jim Tackler, the other coach there for Lackawanna.
A very good coaching staff. Had an excellent victory last week or the week before against Winslow South. A 2nd and 1 play, and looking deep, again down the near sideline is Stanishevsky, and he cannot get it either. Down near the 20-yard line, he dove for it. Coverage on the play by Jim Scott. And I'll tell you what, Jim Scott's really getting a workout in the early going. There you see him.
Well, that's the third time that they have tried the deep pass. The previous two times the receiver, Gadagno and Braxton, were wide open. This time Staniszewski was covered well by Scott. And again, the ball, though, is overthrown by Jurge.
Jurge has an excellent arm. Completed 46% of his passes on the season. A 3rd and 1 play. Crucial play coming up here. Let's see how strong the Vikings are on defense. Dropping back the pass. He fakes. Braxton eludes one, and he crawls forward. And by doing so, he advanced enough maybe to get the first down. It depends where the official spots the ball.
He's unbelievable.
He broke the 50-yard line play.
He was stopped in the backfield and just bellied his way up for the extra yard, picked up the first down.
Did he or didn't he?
Yes, he did.
They give him the first down, and that is the fourth first down now of the game in this first quarter for the Steelers, who are moving the ball on the Grand Island Vikings. And again, Grand Island is such a strong defense. In the 8 games they played, they recorded 5 shutouts. Jurge with a pitch to Braxton. He runs right into number 24, Scott Farras, who just threw the blocker aside and made the tackle.
That's the Braxton update. 9 carries, 41 yards in the first quarter, and we still have almost a full 5 minutes of action.
And I'll tell you what, so far the strategy is working well if you're a Lackawanna Steeler fan, and the fact that they're keeping the Grand Island offense on the bench. A lot of time of possession in favor here of the Lackawanna Steelers.
One bad sign for the Lackawanna Steelers. Gadagno, their leading receiver, is not in the game. He limped off a couple of plays ago.
And he is being taped up, I think, along the near sideline. Back to passes Braxton in the halfback option. He throws to Big Bill Kenny. He's got it. And depending on where he went out of bounds, he'll have the first down. Yes, he does, inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39, as you see. So another first down, and that's an unusual player. Braxton finding the big fella. There's the big fella, number 32.
He is a big guy, 245 pounds. I know we'd have a lot of difficulty along with many people in our viewing audience bringing down that guy. He's a load. That was a well-designed play. It looked like Braxton was going to throw deep. He just dumped it out short to Kenny. Very difficult to bring down. He picked up 12 yards and another Lackawanna first down.
Steelers on the march. The clock stopped as Kenny went out of bounds. We got a new player into the backfield, Carlos Cintron, a junior at 5'10", 170 pounds. Number 29 flanks to the left side here, Bill Miles. This is Cintron in motion. And the pitch to Braxton. Braxton trying to get to the outside. He'll turn the corner and dive forward for maybe a yard or so down to the 36.
Well, I'll tell you, that is good running by Braxton. Again, a play that he shouldn't have gained any yardage on. Picks up 3. He was hit in the backfield and just squirted away, got 3 yards.
Premier player in Western New York and the premier player in a number of years. There hasn't been one like him in a while.
Well, it was interesting to watch his interviews on television on the major stations 2, 4, and 7. He's a team player. He sort of didn't take all the glory, although he's that kind of a franchise player. He spread it around, so, they have other players on the team, and they do.
Big Bill Kenny up the middle, powering forward, and he may have enough for the first down there as he gets inside the 30. Down to the 29-yard line. Big Bill Kenny. 4 carries now, and we have him for 17 yards. Number 32.
We have the makings of a real good ball game here. That's the 6th first down for Lackawanna. If they did pick up the first down, they're going to measure it.
They're going to measure it. I think he's got it, but we'll be sure. Interesting fact, Walt, talking to Coach Picallo, he's going to be short, and I thought he might have had it. Talking to Coach Picallo, he felt that he would do anything because of last year's loss really rubbing the team the wrong way. If Braxton managed to get 10 yards and they won, everybody would be happy. They're not looking for any outstanding performances from an individual tonight. They're looking for a great deal of team effort. And so far, I think they're getting it.
Now they're playing a good first quarter offensively, moving the ball against a team that has given up only 26 points the whole year, but Grand Island is a quality team. They're going to pass the ball before this game's over. The Vikings I'm talking about. But now
the very short, and there's Kenny, and I think he's got it. Held on to the football, and he got down to the 27, so that'll be enough. That's a first down. Clock running with 3:45 to go here in the first quarter.
That's now 19 yards on 5 carries for Kenny.
Lewis McQuiller checks into the game, number 81, a senior wide receiver. Quick hands. And an excellent pass route man as he's caught 8 balls this year for 104 yards. Good yardage on his receptions. He is in the backfield. 1st and 10. The pitch to Braxton trying the right side. He falls down. And at 5'9", 180 pounds, He is built so low to the ground. He has such upper body strength that he just took himself out of that play that time. Never got a chance to use those talents.
Let's watch it again. Braxton slipping, tried to make the cutback, couldn't do it as the leg gave out underneath him. That's very reminiscent of last year.
Tell us a little bit more about that after this play. The old sneaker story that we found out just this season.
Last year, Braxton played in the rain with sneakers. That's what he was advised to, but not in the rain. Only time he's ever wore sneakers.
Jurgi back to pass under the blitz. He throws a screen and no one there. As Braxton beats the offensive lineman, number 77, out there, Don Levois, and Levois was the closest player to the ball. Obviously, he can't catch it.
Now, needless to say that it didn't work last year wearing these sneakers on that wet turf because Lackawanna was shut out by Springville 20-0. This morning it was raining, but it cleared up, and as you can see by the picture, the field's perfect shape.
It's as good as it can be.
The weather's great.
It's absolutely perfect, and we were talking to some of the people involved with the Section 6 program. The crowd turnout has been just tremendous this year, probably the best ever.
Yeah.
And based on the weather being such an important factor. And great football. Third down and 13 from the 31-yard line, and they drop into the shotgun. Again, 3 wide receivers to the right and Braxton to the left. Thrown over the middle. Big Bill Kenny cannot handle it. It bounces into the hands of the defensive player. Let's see if they battled for the ball. I don't believe it hit the ground.
I think he caught the ball.
He must have bounced out of one player's hands into another and back into Kenny's. He picks up some yardage, maybe about 5. 5-yard pickup, and it's a 4th down and 8 to go situation for Joe Jurgi. There you see number 11 getting the signal from Dave Staniszewski as he trots back into the huddle.
Well, Jim Ehrig is their place kicker, and this would be a 46-yarder. They're not going to go for that. A little bit out of his range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
Ehrig has been successful 2 times in his 3 field goal attempts this year. Jurgi back to pass. Over the middle, and Braxton can't get to it as number 31, Castellani, cut in front from his free safety position. In fact, he's a linebacker dropping back that deep, and you see a little frustration maybe in Castellani's player. He thought he might have had an interception, but this works out just as well when you think about it. Let's take a look at that offense again, as we said, as they turn the ball over so quickly. DeWark is the quarterback. Scott is the halfback. There's 2 T's in Scott, pardon me. Castellani is the running back. Busby is the fullback, and Houston's a split end. The up front players are Shadima, number 50. Christensen, 64. Martin's the center, number 55. His brother's right next to him, number 54. Craig, and Henry Grunzweig is the right tackle. Give on a cross play to Scott. He doesn't get anything there. The other player that I failed to mention is Tim Huttenlocker, a junior wide receiver, number 21 on the offense. First down play, didn't get anything for the Vikings.
Now going back to that near interception on 4th down, it's probably better that Castellani, for the Vikings' point of view, did not catch it because they would have been inside their 15-yard line. This way, they've got good position starting from their own 26.
Each team has had 2 drive starts now. Grand Island starting the first one from their own 42. Second down, 9.5 to go. They give to Scott. He's trying to circle to the outside. He runs into a stack of Steelers. As the Steelers can show a little defense, too, from time to time. Walt, their defense not getting all the publicity, but they played well this year and accumulating that 7-0-1 record.
Now, they've had a tremendous season. 7-0-1. They tied 0-0 against Frontier in their first game of the year and then went on to defeat in a very tough division, too. Beating Williamsville South and Williamsville North and Lakeshore. Good, strong division. Division 4.
Third down and 6 directly from the 30, and back the pass goes to work. The junior quarterback under some pressure. They may have him. He spins out, but now he's going to be sacked in the backfield by the linebacker, Marius Owens. Owens, the 5'9", 165-pound senior linebacker, is an excellent tackler.
Well, I'll tell you, Grand Island has not had the opportunity to handle the ball offensively much in this first quarter. Let's watch it again. And Owens in on the stop.
Wrapped him up, got the leg. We're going to accumulate our total first quarter stats as the clock's winding down to 20 seconds. The punter is in, and that is Jim Scott dropping back deep at his own 40 is Ray Braxton. Center snap is on the mark. And a beautiful kick gotten away by Scott. Braxton's going to let it bounce, and it's going to take a Viking bounce inside the 30. Down to the 25, and they'll stop it short at about the 23-yard line. A beautiful kick from his own 27-yard line, all the way down to the Steelers' 23, so the Steelers will take it over. But that's going to be the end of the first quarter, we believe. And we'll break here at the end of the first quarter with no score in this football game. It's Grand Island nothing and Lackawanna Steelers nothing. Come right back. We've got a great second quarter to come up. The first play of scrimmage for the second quarter was a Ray Braxton run right up the middle. He was stopped there by Scott Virast, number 24. He picked up a couple of yards, so it'll be 2nd and 8 from the Steelers' 26-yard line. They marked the ball at the 23.5, so he picked up about 2.5 yards. We'll call it 2nd and 8 nevertheless. Tight formation with Kenny in a wingback position and Otrumba going in motion. Pitch to Braxton. They'll try the short side of the field. Braxton is going to be wrapped up on a great tackle by Jim Scott. It may turn out that this is the way this game's going to feature, while Jim Scott is the offense pretty much for the Grand Island Vikings and Ray Braxton obviously for the Steelers.
That's correct. Let's take a look at the first quarter stats. All Lackawanna statistically, 6 first downs to 1. Yards passing, pretty even. Lackawanna with a 5-yard advantage there. Big rushing total for Lackawanna, 62-5 over the Vikings, and a big total yardage advantage, 87 to 27. One turnover, that on the Grand Island team on that fumble on their opening possession, and one quarterback sack for Lackawanna.
Braxton from the shotgun throws over the middle. Could be trouble, and it's intercepted at the 45-yard line by number 30 on the defense. John Brunell, the left cornerback, a junior at 5'8", 145 pounds, intercepts it at the 45-yard line, returns it down to the 39, and the Vikings are in position now with their first turnover advantage.
I want to tell you something. That was a great interception. Let's watch it again. Well, you just seen the end of it. I tell you, Brunell really went out and got that ball. I don't know how he managed to maintain it, Frank. That was a great fingertip interception. And he returns it. He bobbled it. It was a great interception, and Grand Island's in business at the Steeler 39.
Their first opportunity, I believe, in Steeler territory. No, they were there the first drive, and they turned the ball over at the Steelers' 20-yard line. Quarterback is to work. And a straight give play to the fullback, Brett Busby, a senior at 5'11", 200 pounds. And he'll get some tough yards for you as he breaks inside the 35 down to the 34. Busby, the senior, has picked up 260 total yards this year in his rushing. And what he has done mainly is open some holes for Scott. They're not going to huddle up here.
Hurry up offense.
Calling the signals at the line of scrimmage. Number 88 flanks out to the right. 21 Huttenlockers down to the left side. They give this time to number 31, Castellani. Breaks the tackle. Castellani's going to go all the way into the end zone. No flags. Touchdown, Grand Island.
34-yard touchdown run. Mark Castellani slipped a tackle in the backfield. The hurry-up offense, possibly, Frank, confused the Steelers. Let's take a look at it. Nothing fancy. Off the right side. Missed tackle, and there he goes. Number 56 can catch him for Lackawanna. And that's Cliff Miles. Castellani's in. 6-0 Grand Island.
Well, the Vikings make short work of that turnover opportunity, and they cash it in. And you give the Grand Island Vikings a lead, and you may be in some trouble.
Oh, serious trouble.
The Buffalo News preview of the game illustrated that. They said if Lackawanna scores 21 points or 3 touchdowns, they may win the game. But on the other hand, Grand Island has to be favored because of their defense.
Big extra point here.
Number 43 is in to attempt it. The snap is good. The kick is up and hits the upright. On the kicking attempt by Brett Busby. Everything was perfect. The ball was on its way. And you see Busby a little frustrated as he walks off. A 6-0 lead for the Grand Island Vikings. That was a short drive of 31 yards. Or
39, Frank.
39 yards, pardon me.
39 yards after the turnover. Braxton throwing the interception. Took 2 plays as Busby went for 5 yards. And then Mark Castellani, as they did not huddle, they went right to the line of scrimmage. It might have confused Lackawanna, but it was really just an off-tackle play. Castellani went off the right side blocks of Craig Martin and Grunswig. Henry Grunswig slipped the tackle, and then all he had to do was beat the linebacker Miles, and that was no problem for Castellani. 34-yard touchdown.
Partisan fans right in front of you. There you see is the Grand Island spectators. They've got something to cheer about.
So, Frank, here you have Lackawanna dominating, but down 6-0. That's going to be very discouraging.
And what a kick here as it goes right through the end zone. Off the foot of Jim Scott. Now, that's the way to keep the ball out of Ray Braxton's hands. And the Steelers will start their offensive drive from their own 20-yard line.
Let's continue with that. Here is Lackawanna dominating statistically. Turn the ball over on a third down option pass, maybe a little advised pass now. Castellani takes it in, and it has to be very discouraging for Lackawanna. Now, Grand Island, they were starting to bend on defense the first two series, but it seems like they have figured out the scheme that the Steelers trying to run Braxton and have been very successful stopping it.
9:28 to go here in the first half, and Jurgi drops back the pass. He has some time. He looks over the middle and almost intercepted. What a catch! As the ball was almost intercepted, Lewis McQuiller catches it out at the 37-yard line.
Excellent
Lewis
grab.
McQuiller, we said he averages 13 yards of reception. I'll tell you, he was in some traffic.
That's the 7th first down for the Steelers. There's Lewis McQuiller, number 81. Watch Jurge. He put this one up in traffic, and McQuiller went down and got it. Actually, it was a pretty good throw. He threw it in the only spot where it could be completed.
Castellani and Burdell had the chance to knock it down. They couldn't do so. A 22-yard pickup on the reception by McQuiller and the first down. Otremba goes in motion, and a little option screen to Braxton. Braxton trying to find some room. He's knocked down as he ran into his blocker in front, picked up a few yards out over the 40-yard line. That was a pass. And number 54 was in on the stop, the nose guard getting over there, Craig Martin.
And I'll tell you, they have got a good defensive scheme out there. They have bottled up Braxton. A 4-yard gain on a play like that is not that much for a player like Ray Braxton.
They allowed the blitzer to get in on him. Number 55, Kent Martin, I believe, was putting the pressure on Jurgi. And it was a good dump-off play, but Braxton couldn't find the hole.
The Vikes really swarm on defense.
It's the nature of their game. 2nd and 6. A straight play up the middle on a draw to Braxton. He spins forward and gets out to the 45. Nice effort there, as there was very little room to maneuver. He picked up about 3 yards. So we'll have a third and about 4. 3rd and 3, they'll call it.
Unbelievable. 14 carries for 46 yards for Braxton, but the impressive thing is out of the 14 carries, only one has been for more than 5 yards.
Picked up 20 yards. That was his best carry.
His third carry. Since then, his longest rush has been 5 yards. So they have really bottled him up.
And Jurgi's thrown an awful lot of passes so far in this game.
3 for 10.
Below his average, and he's back to pass again. Varying their offense, he throws over the middle, and it's behind the intended receiver, Staniszewski, who had enough yardage for the first down in Vikings territory, but it was behind him and he couldn't come up with it on the third down passing play.
Jurge's now 4 for 11 unofficially, and Braxton 1 for 2, so the Steelers have passed 13 times. That's a little bit more than they normally do. Looking at the stats coming into this game, Jurge has only attempted 69 passes the entire season, and as a team, they have only attempted 90.
Codogno's in to attempt the punt. Oh, sorry, that's Eric. Jim Eric, number 26, the ball bouncing. Back upfield, and number 29 will take it out of the air there, William Miles. So a short kick there on the punt by Jim Eric.
18 yards on the kick.
And the Vikings will start out in sound field position at their own 39-yard line. Again, Dworick will be the quarterback. Their coach, Gene Masters, well, 30 years he's been around.
Yes, he's one of the best coaches in Western New York, no question about it. And always has been a great baseball coach also. Gene Masters, very active in Section 6. Looks a lot younger than the 30 years of coaching on him. He looks like a young guy still.
Running back in motion, Castellani to give up the middle to Busby. Busby powers forward behind some good offensive surge there by the Martin brothers. Kent, number 55, is the center. A senior, 6 feet, 195 pounds, and naturally Craig. They must be twins. Number 54 is a senior, 6 foot, 195 pounds, probably identical in size. And they did a nice job there opening a hole for about 4 or 5 yards.
And you get the feeling as a hurry-up offense, and again, that this game is going the way Grand Island would like it to go.
Greg Nowakowski, number 88, is split to the right side. And again, play up the middle. Breaking it to the outside now is Castellani on a great play fake there by the quarterback.
13 yards for Mark Castellani. Similar play to the one he broke for the touchdown. This time a little bit better ball handling by the quarterback on the fake, and then Castellani almost broke it.
But I got to tell you, I think Paul Houston, yes, number 5, is in there at quarterback for this series. I apologize. I called it to Warwick, but it is Houston in at quarterback. And I give this time to Scott. Scott pounds forward inside the 40 to about the 39-yard line. He'll get 4 yards. So the Vikings starting to get their offense rolling, and again going without a huddle to prevent the Steelers from making substitutions.
Some great strategy by Gene Masters and his staff. It's worked so far.
Nowakowski goes out to the right side. Huttenlocker goes to the left. Full house backfield. Busby sets. Houston on the give to Castellani. Another hole over the right side, and he'll go down inside the 35 to about the 34. So it'll bring up a third and very short, yard and a half or so for the first down. Again, going without the huddle.
53 yards run. Frank, 53 yards now for Castellani, 4 carries.
Paul Houston gives it to Castellani, tries to get to the outside. This time they've got him at the line of scrimmage. A great tackle by the cornerback, Dave Staniszewski, coming up on the play.
Yeah, that's all right if you're a Grand Island fan, because it's 4th down and a yard to go, and I'm sure they're going to go for it. You have 2 cracks from inside the 35-yard line, the ball resting just inside the 35.
Steelers do not want to fall behind by too much. The clock is moving right along here. A very quick-moving first half. 5:10 to go here in the half. Vikings with a 4th down play, a key play already in the game. Huttenlocker is the only receiver out there on the left side. One back behind the quarterback, Houston. He'll go back to pass. Looking over the middle, and the screen does not work as number 57 jumping up and down for the Steelers. Joaquin LeBoy, the nose guard, had bottled it up and was dropping back looking for that play.
An interesting call on 4th down and 2.
Somebody was not in the right position. And we'll be back in a moment with more high school football action coming to you from Rich Stadium on the Cable Network. 2nd down play. Jurgi back to pass. He's looking for Staniszewski. He's got him. Good hands, and he'll have the first down out close to the 47. It was 2nd and about 8. 2nd and 7, rather, as Braxton picked up 3 yards in that first carry.
Let's watch.
As we were away.
Jurgi rifle it. Staniszewski, as Frank mentioned, has very good hands. He makes the catch and is tackled immediately there by Bradell, who came up with that great interception earlier in the game.
1st and 10 from the 47-yard line. The Steelers would like to get on the board. The clock running under 4 minutes to go here in the first half.
Well, the Steelers have been frustrated in this game. They have 8 first downs, but no points.
Kevin Pagliai is the center. He'll snap it to Jurgi, and he gives immediately to Braxton, who breaks into Viking territory. About 5 yards on that play, and Braxton with those quick steps. Very elusive runner.
It's very difficult to hold Braxton under 5 yards, Frank. I just can't believe the job the Vikings defense is doing on him. 16 carries for 55 yards, but only 1 carry over 5 yards. That's incredible.
So far in the game, they're pitching a shutout. They've done it so far this season 5 times in 8 different attempts. Braxton again on the carry. This time he runs into a lot of people. Viras is there to pull him back. Martin is there, the nose guard, number 54. And number 81, Bernardoni. A free safety came up to help out on the stop.
Well, that last play, before they snapped it, the Vikings had all 11 men within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage. And they have been doing that consistently. Lackawanna, in the early moments of the game, had 2 bombs, 2 long passes that could have resulted in 6 points. They were both overthrown. Now the Vikings are playing the run defensively.
Jurgi is the quarterback, and he has gone out as a split receiver to the left side. Braxton's going to take the snap. Take the reverse. Braxton still got it. He's in some traffic, though. They're running Braxton, and now they've got him wrapped up as the Vikings just stayed right with Braxton. And number 15, Mike Bradell, the sophomore, strong safety, came up to make the stop.
You know, a couple of the gadget plays that the Steelers have tried in this game have not worked against the Vikings defense. Recall that interception that Braxton threw on a 3rd down play resulted in a touchdown drive by the Vikings of 39 yards. This time, Frank, on 3rd down, relatively short yardage, 3, they went into a shotgun with Braxton there. Tried to fool the Vikings defense, but no.
In fact, he lost a yard or maybe 2 on the play, so we've got a 4th and 4. And they're going to go for it. Jurgi goes into the shotgun. Now, what's he going to do? They call a timeout as Jurgi didn't like the way things were developing. Maybe they were short a player as well.
Now, they're going to punt probably now, but the last time that the kicker was back there for the Steelers, Grand Island came awfully close to blocking the punt, and he only got 16 yards net out of it.
Well, what they were doing there is a play we saw in the Tonawanda game with Lackawanna. We sort of forgot about it. They go into that shift trying to draw the opposing team offside. Immediately as you cross the plane, if you're a defensive player, it's a 5-yard penalty. That would have given them the first down. That did not work, so they called the timeout to allow Eric to get out in the field.
And Gordon,
1:45 to go. It's worth a shot.
The athletic director of Lackawanna now, Gordon Bucati, used that same play years ago when he was the head coach. And actually, he implemented that, I believe, in this area. Gordy, of course, the former UV star quarterback there. Now let's see if they'll be punting. Eric is standing in punt formation.
He'll be taking the snap at his own 40-yard line. Dropping back deep is number 30, John Burdell, for the Vikings. Good snap. Kick gotten away. A good spiral. That Burdell will take at his own 16-yard line. It's trying to find some running room up over the 20. About the 22-yard line is where they'll bring him down. Number 77 got to him first, Don LeBois. The junior tackle for the Steelers, getting some good pressure on the return man. So the Vikings, with 1:35 to go here in the first half, Walt, will have an opportunity to maybe try and advance the ball upfield and put some more points on the board. If they decide to throw.
Very nice job by the punt return to Burdell. Did not let the ball bounce inside the 15-yard line. Fielded it. Got away from Staniszewski. Picked up 5 or 6 yards on the return. No mistake. He did the right thing.
Houston is the quarterback. Man in motion is Busby to the near side of the field. And Houston was looking to hand the ball off, and there was no one there to give it to, and that might have been a broken play.
Well, according to the way this game is breaking down, Gene Masters has decided in the first half, at least, to go with Dwork in the first quarter and Houston in the second quarter.
He did say he was going to do that as a possibility in a pregame conversation. But the way things were going, he just probably felt that Houston, the senior, who had been laboring with a knee injury and played a lot of wide receiver, trying to struggle through that knee injury, was his best man. Give up the middle on the second down play, and they'll get out close to the 30, about the 29-yard line, so a 4-yard pickup there. And the running back is number 24, Virast. Scott Virast in as a running back on that particular play. I believe he fumbled earlier in the game. And on this one here, he picks up 4. So third and about 3. And I'll tell you what, they're going to run this first half out with 15 seconds to go. Houston calling signals, a straight dive play. No, coming to the outside is Scott. A great fake there by Houston. He'll get to the sideline and be out of bounds with 1 second left on the clock. He had the first down. I'll tell you, this Houston's very good with the ball. As I call that Busby had the football in the dive play, and no, it was Scott coming to the left side. So from the 29, he got all the way out to the 41-yard line. A 12-yard pickup there for Scott. And with 1 second left, it's time for maybe the Big Ben type of play, throw the long ball. The Steelers and Bill Picala coming out to talk to his defense, I'm sure will be looking for this type of play. It's a 6-0 ball game with 1 second to go here in the first half. Packed house here at Rich Stadium on the near side of the field, right below the press box area. Just an absolutely perfect evening for football. It's been a great day for football today here in Western New York on the high school level. The Section 6 program is just outstanding.
We haven't had a flag, though. We had one flag early in the contest offsetting penalties, Frank, and since then, no flags.
Well, they have the first down, but there's only 1 second left to do anything with. So Houston's going to stay in as the quarterback. Do they try to run the clock out, or do they try a gadget play? Let's see what Gene Masters says. Look at the Steelers. They're playing 20 yards back of the line of scrimmage. Houston's going to drop back to pass. He's under some pressure. He's really under some pressure, and he's going to be sacked by number 47, who closed quickly. Al DeCristofaro, so a sack of the Viking quarterback on that play. And that's going to bring our first half to a close with our score. At the half, the Grand Island Vikings 6, the Lackawanna Steelers nothing. We've got a halftime show coming up for you, so don't go away. Again, you're watching Section 6 high school football action coming to you from Rich Stadium on the Cable Network. You're watching Section 6 high school football action coming to you from Rich Stadium on the Cable Network.
Halftime here, and it's 6-0. Grand Island leading Lackawanna, the only scoring coming after a interception of a Ray Braxton pass, and Castellini went in on a 34-yard run. The extra point, however, hit the upright, and that's the only score we had in the first half, 6-0 Grand Island. Here's your stats. First down, Lackawanna 8 and Grand Island 4 yards rushing. Lackawanna 77 and Grand Island 89. Pretty even there. Yards passing, Lackawanna 56 and Grand Island 15. Total yards, Lackawanna 133 and Grand Island 104. Each club had one turnover. Steelers had 2 sacks for 10 yards. No sacks by Grand Island. And no penalties, surprising, in that first half. With me now is Chuck Funky. And Chuck, of course, you're in charge of this whole situation with the Section 6. Very successful outing, a lot of people out.
Yeah, it's a good crowd. It appears to be the best crowd we've had. I really won't know for a while when we get the count, but there's really been good crowds here all day.
Well, in the past, the Section 6 at Rich Stadium have run into some pretty foul weather, but not tonight.
Oh, it's been great. It spritzed a little bit in the first half, the first game, and it's been great ever since. And it's actually warm. It's a first for me.
Well, we're into the 5th game. Now, I'm not going to get too much into the games, but the game previous to this, number 1 and 2 small schools went into overtime. Salamanca, just a great game, pulled it out. They'll probably get the number 1 ranking now. They beat Star Point 34-28, double overtime.
It was a great game. It lived up to the billing. The 1 and 2 teams playing each other, and it was just as good a game as we've seen out here.
All right, this game is a good one, 6-0 at halftime, but let's talk about the next one, Orchard Park and Jamestown for the top ranking of the large schools.
Yeah, they played earlier in the year, as you know, and it was a 17-15 ball game that was decided in the last 8 seconds. I think it's going to be as good as the first one was. If everybody comes in healthy, and it appears as though they are, it should be a great ball game.
I know you have a lot of people you'd like to thank. You probably can't thank them all, but you want to start with any names?
Well, all the division chairmen, they're the guys that work to put this whole thing on with me. Mr. McGamwell, the executive secretary, Bob Lucia, the president of the section. There's a lot of people volunteering their time. Coaches, cheerleading advisors, you name it. We're all here doing the job today, and we couldn't do that without them. And obviously the Buffalo Bills. They've been great to us.
Okay, Chuck, thank you for stopping by.
Thank you all.
Chuck, the Section 6 chairman, Chuck Funky, of course. And I'll be talking to our analyst for the championship game, Dick Gallagher. And Dick, your impressions of that first half?
Well, Lackawanna really had a good first quarter. I think Grand Island only got out 6 plays. They got the lucky balance as far as getting the fumble. They didn't turn it into any points. Grand Island came back and got 6. It's going to be difficult, I think, for Lackawanna to come back unless Braxton breaks one.
All right, unofficially, Braxton, we have him down for 58 yards on 18 carries, but only 1 carry over 5 yards, and Grand Island did a great job on him.
Right, he got 1 carry for 20 yards and 17 carries and 38 yards, less than, or a little over 2 per carry. He has to do more for Lackawanna to win. One problem for Lackawanna is that in that first long pass that they tried to Mike Lagrano, he got injured, and he's not back, and that hurts them.
Yeah, we had mentioned that, and in fact, the first 2 passes the Steelers tried, the men were wide open downfield. They just didn't click.
Right, a couple of yards, and that would have been 2 TDs for them. But again, Grand Island had the best defense, and they're showing why they're ranked number 1 defensively in Western New York.
Well, they took advantage of a break. They got a break, and they made it hurt. 2 plays, they went in 39 yards. Castellini finished it on a 34-yard run, and on that play, they went with a hurry-up offense. Did you know they were going to do that?
Team Masters is noted for that. And sometimes he'll come out even in 2 series and just go 3 quick plays. And I think Jimmy Scott is really playing a tremendous game defensively, as well as the kicking of Jimmy Scott, both punting and kickoffs.
Well, however, it's right in the hat because of that missed extra point. Grand Island really needs another score to feel very secure about winning this game. We know Lackawanna can score, but Grand Island has a great defense, so it should be a great second half.
Right. If Grand Island gets another TD, I think it's their game. If the Steelers can come right out and Braxton can break one, then it's going to be right down to the wire.
All right, Dick, we'll talk to you for your final comments after this game and then preview game number 2, Orchard Park in Jamestown. Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you.
Dick Gallagher, the editor of the Western New York High School Football News, and you heard his comments. He feels if Grand Island gets another score, Steelers are in trouble. Great first half of action. The score, Grand Island 6 and Lackawanna nothing. Frank Stewart will be back with the play-by-play of the second half on the Adelphia Sports Network.